Big fan.
Really
Big
cool. Feel like we used it, but maybe not. Let's just roll with it.
Really?
Let's roll
I have
with
no
it.
idea
I
if
liked
it's
it a
been
lot.
used.
I don't know, Joe.
Who knows? I really liked it, though. It was a good fan-submitted piece of music. Who was it?
It was submitted by a user named Mr. Clark Bars.
Thank you, Mr. Clark Bars.
What a name. I love it.
Yeah. And this person sent a strung out Valleyfolk logo that we put up on the Your Show set.
Oh, yeah. We might have done this one. That's all right. Double up. Boom.
Folks, thank you for being here. This is the Valleycast, and we are the Valleyfolk, and we are operated by patreon.com/the Valleyfolk, and we have a tour coming up in January of 2020. We're going to be going to San Francisco,
Bam.
and then Denver, Salt Lake City, Spokane,
Boom,
and
boom,
Tacoma. There are more dates pending, but we're going to see how this goes first to see how we do, and if you would like to get tickets, there's links in the description to this as well as at patreon.com/the Valleyfolk, and we're working on getting discounts with patrons as well.
That's going to be it's going to be a whirlwind.
It's going to be a show every day for a week.
We go to San Francisco, we do the show, we get up in the morning, we fly, and that's the only time this whole trip that we have, like, I think a day in Denver, and then we do a show, wake up, get on a plane, land, do a show, go to bed, wake up. Like, every day is do show, get on a plane in the morning. And it's in the dead of winter, and we're hoping that Mother Nature is very gracious to us with her bosom.
We'll see, folks. We'll see.
You guys ever want to...
It's going to be like Get Him to the Greek.
I'm going to drive you guys over the Cascades in a rental car because our flight's going to get canceled in Spokane. I'm going to take you over. It's going to be great.
There might be a couple rental cars in that.
Yeah.
In that jaunt. All right, folks. Yeah. Guys, how you doing? Steve, how are you?
I'm great, man. It's the holidays, and you know what that means. It's time to get into the holiday spirit with MeUndies.
Yeah, it is the holiday season. How was your Thanksgiving?
Thought your bit was going somewhere.
I don't know if you're tired or if
that was totally it. Oh, I'm exhausted.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm absolutely exhausted.
Steve, you're jeez, it's like I'm interviewing you. Steve, your girlfriend is back in town after being out for a while. How are you doing with that?
I'm so happy about it.
Were you up late last night?
No.
You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not.
Talking, bonding.
Yesterday was a miserable day for me.
I know. I saw you briefly.
Jesus.
I tried to power through it. I'm doing my best. But it helps that Alana's back, for sure.
Did she enjoy her trip?
Yeah, absolutely. She loved it. She loves Thailand.
Thailand? Was it just Thailand?
Yes.
Did she bring you back any gifts?
Yeah, she brought back some little treats, some cute little odds and ends that she found that she thought that I might enjoy. All phallic in nature.
Did you pick her up from the airport?
Yes, I did.
Cool. They have a new Uber Lyft system at LAX that is pretty
horrific. I wasn't going to put her through that.
Yeah, it's awful. Did you feel better yesterday after you went to therapy? We did not.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
Yeah.
It's just
not a fix-all?
No. It's gonna be a lot of work to cut through the muck that's going on in
the goop and the grime and personified by the toxic guy in Fern Gully that comes out of the stack.
Yes.
Don Bluth.
Yeah. No. I don't. Is it Don Bluth?
It's totally Don Bluth. There's no way that's not Don Bluth. Come on now.
I don't think it is.
That's so Don Bluth. That's a Don Bluth
Let's find
production.
Out. Let's do a little Google search.
That's a Donald Bluth.
I don't think it is.
I'll leave if I'm wrong.
I want to be wrong.
Uh-oh. Joe.
I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Who is it? It feels like a Bluth.
Let me see.
I have no idea what you guys are.
So Don
Fern
Bluth.
Gully, The Last Rainforest routinely gets mistaken for being a Don Bluth film. The movie was actually directed by Bill Croyer, who
is known as the Don Bluth
of
Bill Croyers.
Yeah. He's the Don Bluths of not Don Bluths. I was right. Shut up. Go away.
Yeah, this guy helped make the visual effects on the original Tron, for those of you wondering. However, this mistaken identity is easy to understand because the look and the feel of Fern Gully seems to be in line with the animation and themes that Bluth took on during his illustrious animation reign.
One thing to say to that fact, where's the cat? Let's move on.
Yeah, where is that cat?
A lot of people have been asking what brand of jacket this is since we're talking about this. This is called Free Nature, and I don't know. I got in a Palm Springs for my birthday from a Palm Springs gift shop. So
he got it for his Palm Springs birthday.
My girlfriend got it for me, but it's called Free Nature. Free Nature Manufacturing
I like
Company.
this is a very informative podcast.
Yeah,
a
man.
lot of people have
People are
been
learning a lot
It's
about
like we're
Ferngully
tweeting
and
and-
jackets.
Grasping at strings right now. Okay, I got a topic.
strings.
I got a topic for you. I started bouldering with my daughter.
What this?
It's really
What
fun.
is?
What is? It's basic. It's rock. It's like what most people think is rock climbing at a gym. So there's bouldering gyms all over LA, and we wanted to try something new and
What is the difference between rock climbing
no
and
ropes.
bouldering?
So bouldering is it's all
Absolutely
freehand,
not.
like free solo.
Absolutely no ropes.
Absolutely no.
So why? What's the point?
The point was to give her.
Why are you trying to
something
spend time with your
do.
daughter?
Well,
Why are you bonding with your daughter?
I feel like I barely know her. She's changing so fast.
She's an energetic young lady. She's got all sorts. She's on she has cheerleading, soccer. and
She
all
was doing cheerleading, but then she quit that. She alpha female quit it and like texted her coach because her coach wasn't that great and was canceling practices last minute and blah 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 blah.
Oh wow!
So she
I
had
didn't know
this.
you could even do that when you're part of something like that. Like,
She had this open schedule, and they're like, "Well, do you want to try? Do you want to try rock climbing?" And she's like, "Yes." And we go there and we sign up. And what's really great about this certain gym that we go to is I can get a membership, and then if your kid's up to 12, also get memberships for free. So I was like, "Yeah." So we both go bouldering together, and it is. There's a sense of like imposter syndrome that I have right now because it's been a long time since I've went into like, I'm going to use the word culture, like another culture, a sporting culture or any type of a group or community of people and just tried stuff new. And that's kind of where we're at right now. And I wanted to do bouldering with her because I just love the independence of it, the goal setting of it. Girls, guys, everybody in between alike.
It seems fun.
It's a great community where, you know, you have your independent aspect of it where you're doing your personal climbs and stuff, but everybody's so helpful and kind and nice, and it's really, really fun and hard. Like I'm getting
And Hayden loves it.
Hayden loves it. Yep. So it's really
She
good.
like took to it right away. Was she excited about it?
Yeah, she really was. And you know, you guys remember being a kid, climbing stuff is just fun.
Yeah.
I was scared.
I did some.
I was
climbing.
too scared to climb anything.
But now there's a big mat underneath you, and
Yeah. Well, how high up do you go?
it's a good 20 feet up to the top, probably.
And without
10,
a rope,
15,
is
20.
that kind of scary?
No, it really. When you get to the top, I do get a little scared because the whole thing is about it's puzzle solving on a wall. It's like every little path that they make is like a mini Rubik's cube, and it starts at beginner and goes up to advanced. And you basically you try to plot out a path prior to jumping on the wall. Unless you're me, and you just jump on and you try it 10 times and fall a bunch of it. But it's it's a totally different type of physical experience than I've really ever tried, and I'm really enjoying it. It's super fun. And
is it exhausting?
yes, surprisingly.
So like how many times can you go up on the wall before you're like, I'm good?
I mean, if I try,
Right?
like, I can physically feel myself not be able to do things after probably 8 or 9 climbs that I do pretty back to back to back to back. And that's why I'll be there for 2 hours, and I'll just see some people, the ones that are, I think, advanced and experienced. They'll do a climb, and then
Boulderolics.
they'll just kick it.
Boulder heads.
They'll,
The boulder heads, yeah.
They'll lay down on the mat and they'll just kick it. They're in no rush. They're just listening to their body, and I'm like a freaking
You're like get up right away.
Irish like I'm a terrier, just like jumping at the wall as fast as I can, like a pup.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Does Hayden get sore? Is she
Not as much as me,
But she still gets kind of
she
like
gets
when
there too. Yeah.
Wow, crazy.
She doesn't like to admit it though.
Well, she'll do more
really
than you
stubborn.
probably because she's a little girl.
She will eventually swiftly start to really kick my ass.
Yeah.
I'm one climb ahead of her. So it's called, I forget what the scale is called, but it goes V0, V1, V2. The V stands for a name, the guy who came up for the scale.
Veronica.
Veronica Boulderer. It's like a bad Flintstones guest character. But that goes up to like V9 or whatever. I'm speaking out of turn. I don't know what it goes up to, but it doesn't matter.
You're speaking of
But
Vern.
you start at V0, and those are pretty basic, and then it swiftly gets hard. And I've done 3 V3s. She's done 2, and I've almost done a V4. And it feels so freaking good when you beat it too, because this inanimate object will just kick your ass over and over and over again, and then it becomes this physical hurdle and a mental hurdle at the same time. So when you beat it, it feels so good.
So do you dabble in the advanced?
No, because I literally can't. I can't get off V4, which makes no sense to anybody that is just.
So
hearing
is
me
it
say
like
things.
a row? It's like a row that you climb up, or
It's
it's just like a distance?
Carefully placed pegs from people that
No, I
create
mean, like,
these
what
paths.
would this V4 be?
It's just the type of holds. Like sometimes it's just the tips of your fingers that you're holding on to.
Jeez.
Sometimes it's at an angle that is, where your back is basically facing the ground, and sometimes it's
No way.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I want the one without the fingertip thing.
That's like a V0, V1, and you guys would totally
Yeah.
rock that. We should all go do this together.
I'm down, man.
I think
we
I'd
talked
climb
about
up.
it. I'm 100% down.
Yeah.
I don't like the thing where I feel like I can't grip.
And that's what it feels like. And I'm
You're
telling
like,
you,
that's why you shouldn't do rock climbing.
Yeah.
I get scared. Like I'll get up to like 15 feet high, and there's just a natural inclination when you're on a wall and you're barely able to grip. Like I don't want to fall. I'm gonna
Yeah.
fall. Falling's okay. They teach you to fall correctly, but man, yeah. But what I like about it for Hayden, who loves it, is that we walk in and, there's these badass guys here or there doing their thing. But there's just as many or more badass girls that are just killing these walls, doing V9s, V10s, and hanging like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 2. It's so fun to watch, and it's inspiring. And I think it's cool for her to see that across the board.
Is it weird to fall from the height?
It's scary and fun.
Is your goal to reach the top every time, or is just to use the different V?
Your goal
things?
is to get to the last hold on your path, and you got to hold it with both hands. That's how you know you made it. And once you do that, you can either jump off if you want, or there's usually like side extra holds that'll like actual handles that you can climb down.
Oh, to get down easier than if you don't want to drop.
Yeah.
Why is that option there, you think?
Because you could get hurt if you're dropping from 15, 20 feet.
I feel like I'd
constantly.
end up hurting myself.
Do you-
if I
so-
I wouldn't let my body fall into it properly. I'd try to stay still.
Right?
Yeah, it's all about rolling. They're like, don't lock your legs.
Yeah, and
You
I'll
will break your legs.
I'll
Like, just
land
loosen
on
up.
it. Yeah.
Fall like
you
a rag
could
doll.
break your legs.
If you fall wrong, yeah. But that's like kind of a rule for anything. If you fall wrong
Yeah.
anywhere, you're probably going to have
Like
a
my
pretty
foot,
good chance.
like my broken, stupid foot.
Yeah, and you did nothing.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the ad read portion of the podcast. My name is Elliot Morgan, coming at you live from the back of Joe Beretta's old, terrible truck. We're going to dive right in. Listen, guys, Virgos have probably already taken care of their Christmas and holiday shopping, but the rest of us are left trying to do it all in the last minute. Well, thanks to MeUndies, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Oh my goodness, this is a bumpy ride, and I can't wait to hit all these points precisely and easily. Here's the deal with MeUndies. I love them more than anything. They're all I wear. I'm wearing them right now. I enjoy all the things that they send me on a seasonal basis. They're usually festive and wonderful and the most comfortable things I've ever worn. It's cold out right now. It's dark out at like 4 p.m. and it makes everything really depressing. But you know what makes life really not depressing? New, beautiful underwear from MeUndies. This holiday season, cozy up with the new robes for men and women. That's right, robes. And treat your feet in their soft, new slippers. And of course, match the whole fam with their cute new baby bodysuit. If you have babies, that's gross. But if you have a baby with a clothes, that makes it more bearable when they're crying and spitting up and pooping everywhere. Oh, God. I'm going to throw up. Anyway, MeUndies is a great offer for all the Valleycast listeners. For the first time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. This is a no-brainer, especially because we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee here at MeUndies. And so here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to get 15% off of your first pair and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Go to MeUndies.com/Valley. That's MeUndies.com/Valley. You know we love these guys. You know they're incredible. I don't need to go into the microfiber, anti-microbe, wonderful cotton thing. They're the best that has ever existed. And it makes even bumpy roads, bumpy drives in the back of your friend's truck better. That's MeUndies.com/Valley. You guys want to talk about some skills? All right. I sure do. Let me tell you about a little something called Skillshare. All right. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of amazing classes covering dozens of creative and entrepreneurial skills. Something we could use a little bit more of here at the Valleyfolk, if you know what I mean. Anyway, you can take classes and in everything from photography and creative writing to design, productivity, and just improving yourself all around. So whether you're returning to a long-time passion project, challenging yourself to get outside your comfort zone, or simply exploring something new, Skillshare has classes for you. I personally am very excited about the digital posters design, combining images and type for powerful visuals, taught by Tammy Coker, because we have some live shows coming up, and I look forward to designing posters that are going to make people actually come to them. Really excited. We're going to all these different places. There's a link in the description if you want to find out more about it. But if you would like to know more about Skillshare, you can click the link below and join millions of students already learning on Skillshare today with a special offer. That's just for Valleycast listeners. You get 2 free months. That's right, Skillshare is offering Valleycast listeners 2 months of unlimited access to thousands of classes for free. You can do the poster design. You can do the Instagram one where they teach you how to do really cool Instagram worthy photography. That's by Brandon Wolfel. I'm very excited about it. He knows what he's talking about. And go to Skillshare.com/Valleycast. Yeah, that's easy enough. That's Skillshare.com/Valleycast to start your 2 free months now. That's Skillshare.com/Valleycast.
I worked out yesterday for the first time in forever and just did my little at-home thing. And then today I'm incredibly sore. And when I was doing it, I was like, oh, yeah, no, I suck again. Cool, that's great. Like I was getting to where I was getting momentum, and I was like, I keep track of all the stuff, and I keep track of the weights and how quick it is, and then I did it, and I was like, oh, I'm back to like before I was even. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's such a. It's
Yeah, I was
it
like,
kills
okay.
your goal setting and your inspiration to keep doing. I
Yeah,
know what you're talking about.
But it made for a better day, which is the primary motivation for doing it. Where I'm like, I know if I work out in the morning, I'll have a better day. And so I do it for that reason, but I still like to be like I'm making progress, but that's okay, whatever. Now I know. I know never to do it again.
Like the enthralling, the one of the most enthralling aspects of doing all this, even though I get anxiety from it at the same time, is again jumping into a world and a community that I've never really been in before, and learning it on the fly and doing it in front of everybody, which you have to get over relatively quick because it's just a full community gym filled with
And
people
they're like
all over the
watching
wall.
you?
Not really. No, nobody's judging. That's again the other nice part is that people are just kind of in their own world doing their own thing, and failure is such a part of it, which is really cool too.
How many people are climbing these things at one time?
Lots. It just depending on the day.
And like, is the net or the ground big enough to handle people falling all over the place?
And it's all about, knowing the unsaid rules, which if somebody's climbing on this path and your path is next to them, you wait for them to finish before you start and don't go under people and stuff like that.
So you shouldn't really just jump on the wall and climb. You should plot out your path.
Well, if there's somebody there, don't do it.
If I go in there and I'm like, I'm going to start at V10, how high up do you think I would get?
You wouldn't. That's the
like
hardest part
immediately?
is starting, because the rule is they'll show you the rule of it all is like they'll be like your hand starts here, and some will be like both your hands on the same hold, or you get 2 holds, and that's like where it starts. But the climb doesn't start until your feet are up off the ground, and that's sometimes the hardest part. You can put it on any part of the wall or the color that you're climbing. So you're climbing the blue holds, but you can't put it on. You can't put any part of your body on the green holds that are kind of interspliced, or the pink holds,
or they shock you.
Or they shock you. Yeah.
Or squirt water at you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You guys know. You've been there.
Yeah. We made it a YouTube video.
Anyways.
So do you ever feel like you want to climb down instead of fall?
Yeah.
When you're high up there?
Yeah. When your body is tired, controlling it even while falling, you're like, I don't think I could fall right now because I'm just gonna.
You're describing something in the context of the fact that like you're doing it to be active, use your brain, and spend time with your daughter. That I think both Steve and I are looking at you not unlike you're an alien or like.
Yeah. Why would you do such a thing?
There's so much just like. Wow, that's different. That's different than how I spend my days.
And it's different than I've spent my days, which I wanted to ask you guys. Tangent, boom. What's the last, like, you felt like an imposter or like a foreigner situation or activity that you've thrown yourself into where you stretched yourself and did something incredibly different?
Stand-up was the biggest one, but that's not recent.
That was like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And that was probably the same thing. Again, all about failure at the beginning.
Lots of failure.
Yeah.
Man, that's an interesting question because I don't really know how to. I don't know.
It's electric feeling, and it's also like it puts a little fear in me. But most of all, it generates excitement. So I guess I would say if you haven't for a while, I'm imploring you to do so. And if there's something that you haven't done, what is it?
Maybe like scootering around the towns, like cities.
That was hard
on
for
a
you at
scooter.
first?
Yeah, because it's like you don't have a helmet and you're riding around in the streets and stuff, and you're next to cars and things.
Are you thinking specifically activity-wise?
Activity or community or culture-wise or just anything. Like another one, like I could stretch and say I want to try ballet dancing again. That feels so weird.
Oh, I did
to go
salsa
into.
dancing with Alana. I went to one class with her.
That's
and we
cool.
were doing some salsa dancing.
How was
It
that?
nice.
How did that feel?
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I did that
Yeah.
for a date once.
I would go back. I would do it again.
Yeah?
It's fun. Yeah.
Did you feel
And you
sexy?
feel active. No, but I felt active, and I felt like it felt good. And Alana really liked it, so that was good.
Were you? Did you feel like you had more rhythm than you thought you did?
No.
Really?
No.
Were you making?
I feel like I
offensive
guess
jokes?
I could. Oh, yes.
Did you feel yourself fall into the rhythm at any point? Like that kind of like, oh, I'm kind of got
I
it.
guess
and you
so.
could feel
Well,
yourself,
yeah,
like,
I mean, I guess I kind
getting
of have
into
a
it?
little bit of rhythm, but I'm not seeing myself as like a very rhythmic dancer. But I do have rhythm, I guess.
I
a
bet it
little
was
bit.
adorable.
Yeah,
I
it's
bet you
probably
looked
cute.
adorable.
Yeah, it was probably really cute.
Well, you're doing all like the sassy hip moves.
Yeah, it was nice.
Was it one of those like classes where a bunch of people are just going on dates and they're trying it for the first time? And
Yeah, and then there's people that just go alone, and then there are other people that are alone, and then they pair up and
Oh,
things like
fun.
that. Yeah, it's
Whoa.
nice.
Now that's a fish out of water thing.
Yeah, it's
that
very. It's the
never
whole
done.
thing is very like you get to know people, and
Yeah.
you switch it up. Like a lot of the thing too, the teacher will be like, "All right, switch it up, switch out from that person you came in with. Now do it with someone else."
Ooh, different rhythms.
Yeah,
different salsa.
it's like, oh shit.
That's a different flavor.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think I feel like an imposter most days, just in my life.
I know. I didn't want to be that guy. That was like my whole life feels like imposter syndrome.
But I think that's maybe it's common. I think it's a normal thing.
yeah,
Don't feel
imposter
too bad
syndrome
about
is
it.
a real thing. Yeah.
It's a little bit, especially in this world that we got. There's a little bit of like, I don't know. Is anybody?
But we've
How
also
did
been
this
doing it
happen?
long enough that we can kind of say that like I think we've paid our dues. We've gotten to a point where we've paid our dues
Sure.
Yeah,
in some ways.
Yeah,
in certain
I'm proud.
things.
I'm proud. Yeah,
But
I'm
it
very-
constantly sneaks in, because especially on the platform that we're on, because you never know what's going to be the next big thing. You never know what's hitting, and there's so many different genres and types and people that are doing what we're doing in this world that it's so easy to be like, well, is what I'm doing good enough? Is what I'm doing the right thing to be doing right now?
Yeah.
You know? And
I started getting really curious about law school, like on Monday or Sunday or something like that. Like I just was curious to see what the options were for like night classes and how much it costs and that kind of thing. And then I started looking into like the LSAT, which I'd have to take to get into the law school. And I was like, let's do some sample questions.
yeah, how
to
did you
see
do?
if- not well, Joe. They're very hard. And there's stuff that's like, Jordan is involved in ice skating, canoeing, baseball, and rock climbing, and he placed better in canoeing than he did in rock climbing, but better in rock climbing than he did ice skating. And both of the options have to be consecutive, with the options down below, which allows you, assuming that it's true, to deduce how he placed in each thing. And I was like, cool, okay, yeah, no, comedy's cool. I like doing
Yeah,
comedy.
making jokes is fun.
But it was super interesting because I was like, I thought maybe it was just, I don't know anything about it, and I'm just genuinely mostly curious. But I was also like, how hard are these tests that people are taking? And then I read this whole thing about the LSAT where they're like, it's actually so hard that they encourage you to guess.
because there's not enough
Because
time. I listened to a podcast
Oh,
about
really?
this. Yep.
And in this article, they said they know that the test is so hard that they, even if you guess and you guess correctly, it's not going to substantially change your score.
Wow, what the
And
fuck?
if to get a perfect score, which is a 180, I think. To get a perfect score, you beat out 99.97 of the rest of the people that took it, which means that in a room of 10,000 people, you're one of 3 who got a perfect score.
Jesus Christ.
So they're like, this is the hard, like, incredibly difficult
how do you
test.
study for that?
I think there's just like books and apps and all that. So I downloaded a couple apps just to kind of see like what if it's stuff that's fun, like brain puzzle type stuff, that's kind of fun.
But you've also been doing most people are doing years and years of undergraduate.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's
in
like,
the right field.
That's
kind
kind
of
of
that point.
yeah, there was a little,
Yeah.
that's the imposter part, was going like, my brain doesn't isn't in that academic like bringing in information, bringing and holding it in there, and so it's like it's like my brain's rusty. And
Isn't there also like you have to intern at like a law office or something, or like
asking the wrong dude?
Yeah.
I don't know.
usually
I feel like that's part of the whole process
it's like
too.
intern,
right?
you have to do like certain amount of hours,
Yeah.
pro bono and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Could you see yourself doing that in some
Pro
world?
bono means when horny.
it is for horny.
For horny.
Is there a world where you went and became a lawyer?
I like the idea of it. I was thinking like if it
little
was
career follow up?
Yeah, if it was something that took years to do, but I could do it and still do comedy or whatever. But honestly, I don't know that I could balance all
What
those
about
things.
Yeah, I don't
the
think that-
law world is attracting you right now? Is it the politic kick that you're on? What do you? What,
politic kick.
what do you want?
politic kick?
What would you do with a law degree?
I don't know. Probably entertainment law.
Oh,
I like that
Gross.
idea. Yeah, yeah. Because I would literally like I was reading up on these programs. I think it was like Loyola Marymount. That one.
they're in the
LMU.
Gonzaga's conference, the West Coast Conference.
Oh,
and
really?
we slaughter them all the time.
Good for you, man.
That basketball.
Florida's number 2 in SEC East.
High five.
Yeah.
Good job.
So they're doing pretty good. Let's
Yeah.
do that again. And then
There
on
it is.
Saturday,
Nice.
the Florida's playing, or what has played FSU, and I hope they win or won. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Entertainment law, that kind of thing. But I don't know. I'm flirting with it, and it's very fun. I did the same thing before with like psychology and that
Yeah.
kind of thing. But I like the law thing. Just seems
You're being a little flighty with your educations.
You know,
Mhm.
I am.
Yeah. Steve, when you going
I'll
to
do
law
all of it.
school,
Never in my life.
What? Oh, really?
No. That's not for me.
would it be an engaging video to do a Valleyfolk take the LSAT and then we listen to somebody give us the results?
Is that even fun? Like, would anybody find that fun?
They don't have to watch us take
I
it,
don't
but it's
know.
more about getting the results and
Yeah.
the nervous
I mean, but
energy
if
leading
If we
up
actually
to it.
tried, I
Okay,
wouldn't
fuck
watch
it. The
it.
Valleyfolk do a backflip, Steve.
If we can do a
Just the channel?
okay, hear me out. We can do a whole long video about me actually going to law school, which makes law school a business expenditure.
Gross.
So it works out for everyone.
I mean, there's no world where that works.
Of course, yeah, that would be why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I was trying to think. I
One
was like,
video?
it seems like, but it just seems like this is something that you're toying with to the point of being kind of like aspirational about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see.
I think that's okay. You got to have those aspirations, otherwise it's
No,
like,
totally,
oh, I'm
totally.
drowning in float.
Yeah, I also think there's a thing of being like constantly keeping in mind that you can do whatever you want is a good thing.
Mhm.
Not-
Yeah.
Yeah.
not that. But also,
You're not
I just
stuck.
don't want that amount of debt. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to. I wouldn't do it for the financial.
Yeah.
Like,
Isn't I find that talk about aspirational and goal setting, it's so provided for you, and I don't want to say easy, but I'm going to. Easy when you're in school and stuff like that, when you're on that path of like, oh, my next step is high school, my next step is college, my
Yeah.
next step is job. Whether or not you took that at some point, if you finish those steps or you finish those steps early by not taking the rest, that's fine. But at some point in your life, you get to this, you really have to, and it's a muscle you have to exercise, and I think mine's atrophied a little
Yeah.
bit too. You have
atrophied. Yeah.
to
Great word.
set a goal. You have to aspire to something. Otherwise, you forget to live a little bit. And you may love your job, you may love the path that you're on, but at some point you'll wake up and you'll go, what the fuck am I doing and what am I building towards? And it really will mess with your brain sometimes if you're not prepared for it, and your heart.
Yeah, that's
you
like
know?
before the Valleyfolk was. I tweeted that thing out from USC where it's like I had reached out to USC for their psychology program to get information on it and like what I would need and if I had the necessary degree to do it because it's a zoology degree. I don't know if they would even take it, but then because I'd emailed them, there was some glitch in their server where they sent me an email saying that I'd been accepted to the University of Southern California.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw this.
And I was like, it mattered when I opened the email, and it was like, you've been accepted into the School of Applied Psychology at USC, and I was like, those are neat words to see. There wasn't even like a hint of like believing that it was real. And then they sent a follow-up email that was, of course, being like,
Psych.
sorry, we didn't mean to do that.
US
So why do you
Psych.
think that happened?
Who knows? I mean, it's probably they probably just emailed the wrong database. Like I'm probably in some email list of people who reach out for information and then not. They probably
There's
send out
other
that-
Elliot Morgans in the world. You know,
I think a lot of people got it, but I don't know. Maybe if anybody got it, let me know, because I think it's very funny. I don't know if it was just in the School of Applied Psychology, if it was across the board, but anyway.
Did you feel some imposter syndrome when you saw that email when they were like, "You've been accepted"?
I don't know if it's imposter syndrome, but I just went, yeah, it's not real.
You just didn't feel like
that might be imposter syndrome.
imposter email. Steve, if somebody said to you, I'm going to say it to you right now, you have to go back to school. So starting tomorrow, you got to pick what you're going to go for.
Question.
You're not allowed to do entertainment, nothing on this path that you know and love, and blah blah blah. But
nothing in entertainment.
No. What is the thing? What if you had to go back to school? Okay, it can be entertainment adjacent, but you don't get to be a performer, writer, director. It's kind of a little bit more outside of this world, like
non-creative.
He's going psychologist. He's going lawyer. What do you do? What would you maybe be interested enough in to build towards?
Well, I guess I mean, is it okay to get into something that isn't necessarily? I mean, it's like a stepping stone into some kind of entertainment thing, but it's not necessarily like.
Sure.
Like, let's say I wanted to be like an Imagineer, but you'd have to get an engineering degree.
Love it.
Like, I guess I'd try
perfect.
that.
Yeah.
That would be the most, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched all the Imagineering episodes?
Yeah. They're so good.
I love them.
Are they all They're not all engineers.
No, not all of them, but I think some.
It's like artists and engineers and.
I think if you have an engineering
creatives.
degree,
Yeah.
that gets you in the door for a lot of Imagineer jobs.
Because they can be like, you don't just think of the ride, you also build it,
right,
good sir.
or like
And
you
that's
know how
also-
it works or something. At
Yeah.
least you have the fundamentals of.
Cool.
There's a lot of
Engineering.
I like that. That's a good answer, man.
When I worked at Disney World, there were a bunch of the college, like Disney college program kids, and they would be characters alongside, but they would be majoring in something like engineering, and they were like basically getting as much experience and as much like foot in the door type stuff as possible, because it's like a highly competitive, like it's like the best of the best.
Oh, to become an Imagineer, you mean?
yeah,
that
it's
makes sense.
crazy. I forgot I was wearing antlers.
You're not.
That's
That's a joke that only works for the people watching the video, youtube.com.
Which means you should watch the video.
I like
let's
that
cut to
answer,
some
Steve.
ads.
That'd be super.
Here's some ads.
Here's the ad part.
Bam. We're doing them differently now. Check it out.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the ad reads portion of the podcast. I'm still in the back of Joe Beretta's truck, and I'm regretting every moment of this. Let's dive right in, shall we? You like to look cool? Well, I certainly do, and that's where Stitch Fix comes in, okay? You can describe your look in one word. Try it. Casual, sophisticated, whatever it is, playful, however you dress, Stitch Fix has the expert personal stylists that can help you look your best. That's right. And all you have to do is you have a personal style. You have a personal style? It's like a fingerprint. Everyone has their own. So whatever it is, the expert stylists at Stitch Fix are ready to help you express yourself. And there's nothing better than expressing yourself and looking really cool while doing it. That's stitchfix.com/Valley. Here's what happens. Stitch Fix is an online personal styling service that delivers your favorite clothing brands right to your door. It comes in a box. If you don't like what you get or it doesn't fit just right, you can send it right back. You only pay for what's in your box. So to start, go to stitchfix.com/Valley, answer some questions about your preferred style. Your personal shopper will ship you a box of the clothes and the shoes and everything your little stupid heart desires. So here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to get started today at stitchfix.com/Valley and get an extra 25% off when you keep everything in your box. And you're going to want to keep everything in your box for sure. I'm a little sick to my stomach still. Whew. Yeah, so anyway, with Stitch Fix, everyone can look their best. They have solutions for men, women, and kids all over the U.S. and now the UK. That's right, they're branching out. Hi, how are you? He knows what I'm talking about. Stitch Fix is fantastic. Get started today at stitchfix.com/Valley. That's stitchfix.com/Valley. stitchfix.com/Valley. So, we all know how a VPN protects your privacy and security online, right? Well, what I didn't know is that this is an actual thing that you can have on your personal computer to protect yourself from the government and all the other people snooping around to see what you are or aren't into. I don't want people to know what I'm Googling. That's terrifying, not just for them, but also for me. It's why I don't do it very often, and I prefer to live in ignorant bliss. So over the weekend, I started using ExpressVPN to binge basically anything I wanted on Netflix, stuff that's not even available in the U.S. It was so simple. I just fired up the ExpressVPN app, asked Joe if I, could try it out, changed my location to the UK, refreshed Netflix, and bam, whole new library of content. Isn't that nice? I know that you're thinking, like, why would I want to watch anything besides this ad read right now? Well, and the chance that you do, try ExpressVPN. Do you love anime? Yeah, me too. Use ExpressVPN to access Japanese Netflix and be spirited away. But it's not just Netflix. ExpressVPN works with any streaming service. Hulu, BBC, iPlayer, YouTube, you name it. There are hundreds of VPNs out there, but the reason I use ExpressVPN to watch shows is it's ridiculously fast. There's never any buffering or lag, and you can stream in HD no problem. ExpressVPN is also compatible with all your devices, your phones, your media consoles, your smart TVs, and your Sega Genesis. Oh, gosh. And there's also still never any lag time, which is a bullet point I already read. So anyway, here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to visit our special link right now, expressvpn.com/Valleycast. expressvpn.com/Valleycast. You can get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. Support the show, watch what you want to watch, and protect yourself at expressvpn.com/Valleycast. Back to you and Joe and me and Steve and you. Helps the show, too. Maybe Joe can get a truck that has shock absorbers.
Yeah, I want to do Imagineering. I would love to.
Yeah.
That documentary made me really like Michael Eisner a lot more. Because in Florida, it was always... I remember after he left, I was at Disney World like as a kid, and I remember my parents talking with some other people at Disney World about how, like, you see the light bulb up there? And it was like a light bulb that's out, and they were like, if Michael Eisner...
Like if they're pointing at the light bulb.
if Eisner was here, that light bulb would not be out right now. Like, he would go through and just make sure everything was, like, absolutely perfect in the park all the time. And then it got sloppy a little.
I have like very vivid memories of sitting down. I forget what day it was. Maybe you know, Steve. It was either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday nights would be the Wonderful World of Disney.
Oh, I think it was like Friday nights.
And it would always, you'd have I think Tinkerbell would come out, and you'd have the castle and be ding.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah.
And it was just like, it was magical.
Was it Friday or
sitting
Saturday?
Down. I don't know. I think now it feels Sunday.
Maybe it could be
was Friday
Saturday.
TGIF, and would that have been?
Yeah, it was TGIF on Friday, so it wasn't definitely.
But was TGIF through the evening until like 8 o'clock at night or something?
Like, it was like 2-hour block, step by step. Family Matters.
Yeah.
Boy Meets World. Yeah.
Sabrina.
Tia and Tamara.
CSI.
These are different generations.
But
he
would always come out and introduce, and that's like
Michael Eisner. Yeah,
the most like
Walt Disney-ish thing he could do.
That's where he takes up a residence in my brain, is that moment. But now, is he? Because I don't know, and I've got the Disney Wars book, and I haven't read it yet because it's the size of the frickin' It novel. But is he a monster? Do people
I
hate
think he
him,
probably
right?
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
people really hate him.
But he
People
was
don't
also
like him.
good.
I've always heard he's a huge asshole.
He made a
but
lot of decisions that led to a lot of problems in
Really?
the company. Yeah, but it's kind of like when
But he also made
like,
a bunch of good ones, right?
Yeah,
He, I think, to get to that level of the CEO of Disney, you're not gonna be a nice
people like
pants
Bob
person.
Iger, but they're also kind of like there's also that fear of the like monopoly takeover thing that's not necessarily very nice right now.
That's a legit fear.
Yeah.
They
'Cause
got
they're taking
too
it.
much.
Dude, Disney Plus is truly so good. Like, I'm watching it more
Pretty
than
Oh, it's
happy with
great.
it.
I haven't watched any of the National Geographic stuff yet.
I've watched
Have you?
so
Have you?
much.
Is it good?
Yeah, Grace and I tend to get pretty high and watch a lot of the National Geographic stuff and then the Disney Nature.
You guys are a walking Watsky song. That's what you are.
Wait, so are the
I don't know that reference, but I've heard of that man.
Yeah.
is the National Geographic stuff good, or is it like very family friendly, like kind of watered down?
As opposed to that like sexy National
No,
Geographic.
but like Life, like you know how Planet Earth and Life are like very like they'll get to the like gritty
The
stuff.
Disney
They'll get to,
Nature
like-
stuff is definitely pretty sanitized.
Oh,
and,
really?
Like, very
Yeah,
They
but
like
Disney
name
Nature
the
is for
animals.
kids.
They make little fairy tales. Yeah. National Geographic. To be totally honest with you, I spoke too soon, and I think I clicked on National Geographic. Thought about the Disney Nature thing. Thought that's what I had watched. It was not, and I thought it looked boring when I looked.
So
at
what
the-
were you watching? You didn't watch
Just
it.
did a lot of Disney Nature.
Disney Nature. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that stuff's nice.
It's nice. Yeah.
It's like I mean, but I like it when they're like when they show like predator and prey type stuff, and it's like the kind of like the harshness of nature.
Have you like
That
the
stuff's-
subreddit Nature is Metal? Have you been there?
No.
You'd love that then, yeah. It's all clips of. I've been getting into the subreddit Like Us, which has all clips of animals doing things that are like us,
Oh.
and it's
Oh.
very cool.
That's
there's
cute.
There's one of a orangutan. It's like a glass, at a zoo, and it's this woman on the other side, and she's holding a baby, and she's just like showing the baby to the orangutan, and the orangutan is just like looking at her and looking at the baby and being like, "Look." and it's like
Whoa.
marveling over the baby and just being like
'Cause it
like
wants to eat it.
cooing and cawing. Yeah, it's so cute, and maybe, but it definitely is. So it's real fun. You should check that.
There's
out.
an Instagram account that I follow called Nature is Fucking Awesome. You guys should follow that one. It's
Yeah.
really good. It's educational because they'll show you so much stuff that you didn't even know was an animal, but then they'll just
Yeah.
show you animals being really awesome. And
That's cool.
And there's a lot of passion behind the person that's doing the captions. Like,
Oh, cool.
It's like, oh, this is really good. You really do care about all this.
Yeah.
Disney adjacent topic that I want to bring up that I find gross, and we can talk about it for 2 seconds. Have you seen all the frickin' Facebook portal ads starring the Muppets?
No.
And they're
No.
all over television, and it pisses me off.
No.
The Muppets got whored out to do Facebook portal advertisements.
Oh,
and there's
yeah,
so many.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Facebook's
yeah.
a gross company, and the Muppets
I saw
shouldn't
one of
be
them and
whored
wasn't
out
so
for that.
bothered
I
by
hate
it.
it so much. I'm not saying they're not creative. It's just Facebook is problematic right
Yeah.
now, and a lot of their direction is problematic. And I'm a hypocrite because our stuff is on it, but I get that.
But Facebook's also tied to Instagram, and if you wanted to
Yeah.
denounce Facebook, you'd
Exactly.
have to denounce Instagram.
So I
and it's,
understand
like,
my
too much.
hypocrisy. I know that I'm naked and nude and I'm bathing in it and there's a bubble bath. But the Muppets shouldn't be whoring out Facebook portal, right? Is that crazy?
Do you think there's a lot
It's
of
not crazy.
pro Facebook people that are gonna come after you for this?
I don't know.
No, I don't think that's crazy at all. I also don't want to
gr-
see
I find it
characters
real
that
gross.
beloved characters
Yeah.
hawking things that I don't want.
It's a little brand dealy.
Yeah, I feel like that's a direction. I could be wrong.
Well, it just feels like it's
They're
not
like
what
above
they're
it.
about.
They're above
It's
it.
not what the Muppets are about.
I think they're above it. Above
They're above it.
above it. Yeah.
the
That's nice.
Muppets.
But they probably were doing all that crap for other companies before. It just feels so gross.
Well,
for
what is
Facebook to me.
Facebook Portal?
It's their FaceTime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it. There, I
Okay.
said it.
What are you guys asking for
I
Christmas?
said it. I want boots. I want a good pair of boots. That's all I'm
Oh, that's
going
a
to
nice
ask my
gift.
family
That's a
for.
nice gift idea.
What kind of boots?
Just a good pair of boots.
Just
like,
a pair of boots.
pair of
I thought you
boots.
said Ugg boots for a second.
Just some Ugg boots.
I want some cute boots.
I want
not
some
Ugg
Crocs.
boots.
I want some multicolored expression, an expression of artistic wants and needs, colored Crocs
nice.
with the little.
I can't tell if you're serious or not. Do you want Crocs?
No, I'm not serious.
I would wear Crocs that had the same material that Marty McFly's Back to the Future 2 hat
Yeah,
is made out of.
I want those shoes, man. They released those shoes at one
Yeah.
point.
Like
the
and then
future
they-
shoes?
Yeah.
People became so obsessed with the shoes that I lost a little bit of interest, but I still want the hat.
Oh yeah, you
The
can get the
hat.
hat. The hat exists.
Yeah.
I think CJ, remember he used to wear
Yeah.
it all
Oh
the
yeah,
time.
that's right.
Yeah, there's like on commentary. I think I wore it one time the whole time because I loved it.
Whoa, funny. Weird.
Whoa.
That's
Weird.
it was
Funny.
I don't remember that.
What do you want for Christmas, Elliot?
Yeah, I don't know, like a backpack.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want. At
I'm
all.
bad
I
at
haven't
wanting
thought about
things
it.
for Christmas. I'm real bad at it. Real bad. I'm making something cool, and she doesn't listen. My wife doesn't listen to the podcast. I'm having Aaron Massey do a handmade sign out of like legit wood that'll say like the Berettas,
Aw.
That's cool.
established whatever, and then we're all going to be personified by animals. So
That's
Heather's
cute.
favorite animal is a panda, so there'll be a little panda. Hayden likes foxes, there'll be a fox. Jackson likes raccoons, so there'll be a raccoon. And I like Colin Farrell, so there'll be a little Colin Farrell. Or a
So-
moose. It'll probably be a moose.
I really wish there was a Colin Farrell. It's just all animals and then Colin Farrell.
But our talented friend Aaron Massey is the best, and he's gonna
he is such a great guy.
he's
We
gonna make
love
one
him.
of those for me.
Joe, have you seen Jim Jeffries' bit on pandas?
No.
Well, let me see real fast. 'cause
Oh,
Whenever
this
I
is
hear
fun.
Jim Jeffries, it takes me a good 5 to 7 seconds to realize we're not talking about a cult leader. Like why
because
is he?
of Jim Jones.
Yeah, I guess like Jim Jeffries sounds like a cult leader's name. Like he could be in any part of the world. It doesn't matter where, but he's got probably 50 to 70 people in his congregation that at a minute's friggin' notice are going to put some kind of poison in their body in some kind of way.
what?
Jim Jeffries, cult leader.
Oh, man, zoning out and coming back in. It
Jim
sounded like you're-
Jeffries' Cult Leader is my favorite TV show.
Listen to this. I think this is it.
I'm done with pandas, and I'll tell you why, right? Every fucking living creature loves pandas. The panda doesn't have a natural predator on the planet, and they're dying out because they're
Oh,
let them die out.
it's censored.
The pandas don't each other, therefore they don't have babies, therefore we're going to pandas. They're dead weight. Let's lose the fucking pandas.
Very angry about the pandas and
We've
their sex
tried.
lives.
We have fucking tried. We we, the human race, put pandas in cages together and try to help them. They don't, we go, there's a panda, go the panda.
He's talking about getting pandas to fuck.
Why they don't have sex? Yeah.
You put me in a cage with anything. Anything. And after a week, I'll...
That didn't work censored.
I wish it wasn't censored.
Me too, but it was a nice clip.
But
in
I
terms
get
of-
it.
Yeah.
We're very good to pandas.
And it's HBO was the one that decided to upload the most weirdly censored.
Whoa, weird. That's very unlike HBO.
I read something about bears recently, speaking of panda bears, where a new species of bear is starting to become more frequent because polar bears are moving down and they're meeting grizzly bears in their migration. So we're getting grizzly bears.
Cool.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, man. I probably said it wrong, but
No, you said-
they're frequenting each other's genitals.
Prizzly?
Wow.
Prizzly bears.
Prizzly bears.
It might be a different word combo. Let me see. You guys talk about something else.
You kind of really sent us into a whirlwind.
Yeah, it's
here.
really
Come up with
is.
some other animal
There's-
combo names. Go.
The idea that there's a new bear.
A
kind of-
buffalo.
I heard that there's a new. We may have talked about this, but it's that there are some scientists who think that some of the primates are entering into the Neanderthal stage.
I love that. so much.
Whoa, is that true?
And they're figuring out so many things that this is probably what it looked like when we were doing our thing.
Like in the wild
the
or
amount
something?
of tool making and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know what the parameters are, but it sounds cool.
There's no R. It's a Pizzly bear.
Pizzly, that's actually what they're being called.
Pizzly bear.
Pizzly bear. Yeah, grizzly polar bear hybrid is a rare ursid hybrid that has occurred both in captivity and the wild. In 2006, the occurrence of this hybrid in nature was confirmed by testing the DNA of a unique-looking bear that had been shot.
Is there a picture?
Yeah, imagine like that.
Whoa.
It's kind of cool. It's a grizzly bear, but
That's
white.
the picture.
It's like
That's
an albino
beautiful.
grizzly
Yeah,
bear.
it's like
That's
a
really
little.
cool.
It's a chocolate and vanilla swirl. You want to see a picture of my favorite bear?
Oh, there he is.
Ha!
cute.
That is a good bit.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah,
It's a picture of Joe Bear.
And then I held up a picture of Fozzie Bear.
And then,
Mhm.
yeah,
And that's my favorite bear.
my daddy bear had sex with my mommy bear, and maybe it's me.
It's okay to have a shorter podcast. We should just greenlight that.
Sun bears, Asian sun bears, also really cool. Probably one of the cooler bears, and you guys don't even realize it.
The what? What one?
The sun bear. Just saying, check it out.
You've been watching cartoons.
What's
Hell
a
no.
sun
Is
bear?
my volume still up?
It's great.
Did
Sun
you
bear.
turn it up in
Look it up.
response to Jim Jeffries?
We'll throw up. a
Yeah,
little
because
thing.
it was quiet sounding. Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
What
nothing
is
to
a
say. It's
what?
not important.
A sun bear, Asian sun. Just look it up. Asian sun
Okay.
bear. It's a real thing. Gummy bear.
What should we leave our listeners with? Something to think about. Something to for us to bring up on the next podcast. Something like that.
Yeah, maybe throw us some topics to talk about that way, because I like the direction that we're going in with like the free flowing conversations. We've been doing that from Keith to Kevin and now this. I like it a lot. Yeah, ask us questions. Ask
Oh, that's
us
a
for,
fun idea. I
Also,
like that.
maybe we could do a bad advice segment. If you guys would like some bad advice, ask for advice and we'll give you tips.
Where
that'd
should
be
they
fun.
send those?
Instead of topics, we
Just
come up
comments
with some
on the YouTube channel,
segments
The YouTube
to
channel.
play with. That's really fun.
What's that?
Yeah, I like that. Instead of coming in with topics all the time, we're trying to evolve a lot of our stuff right now.
Why?
Come up with segments. Why don't we all start coming up with segments?
Oh,
too?
that's a fun idea.
Like we get them from them, but like you could come in with a segment and I could come in with a segment, and it's like today
Yeah.
we're doing this, and then we do it.
I like that.
Let us know if you like the new ad reads that we're doing.
You could
Yeah.
get the ball rolling for next week, Joe, and
Yeah.
bring a segment, and then
I'll do
we
that.
could,
Yeah,
and then
I'll do
we
that.
could go along with that segment.
Yeah, I'm trying
I
to think
like
of
it.
anything else. We got the tour coming up. We got patreon.com/thevalleyfolk. You get this podcast earlier. You get bloopers. You get extended versions of your show, or extra questions, I should say, discounts. And we just released some new shirts when this comes out, so check that out.
And we love
over at our DFTBA store. And yeah, is there other stuff?
That's it.
Do you have any stand-ups? You don't have any
No.
stand-ups coming
Not
up?
until April, and I will be pimping that out like crazy.
Ooh, I do got one. Haha. Yeah. Can you also? It's the holiday season, everybody, and I am the ambassador for the logo game. Down in the description, there's a link and a little code 20logo. You get 20% off the logo game. Do it. Get some gifts for your family and friends. It's trivia. It makes you smarter by the time that you're done.
Do it. It's actually
Bam.
a very fun game.
Yeah, and it helps me out. We'll play it on our game show or our board game show.
I think that's a great idea, Joe.
Hell yeah.
Guys, this has been fun. I like you a lot. I like hanging out with you, and I like making stuff with you.
That's a big ditto.
Bye.
Bigger ditto.
Bye, everybody. Great times.
Great times.
I did it.
But if you would like to know more about Skillshare, fuck you!
Sorry.
You can click the link below and join millions of students already learning on Skillshare today.
God, I can't wait to watch that back. Hey, shit. Did you see how far back he flew?
I'm very sorry.